Didn't notice I just did that loud, but hello everybody! Welcome to the next match. We're going to be casting today is Astral Authority versus Mortality eSports. Actually, Mortality eSports versus Astral Authority from the Cevo Pro Placement Tournament. This is the second round for Mortality, third round for Astral in the group brackets. Mortality is boasting a 1-0 and Astral a 2-0. Both have faced off with Noble, both won. This will probably place whoever is going to be the main seed going into that group stage for Group C, I want to say. Okay, let's get started here. I assume that's going to be this demo, because I forgot to rename it. Alrighty then. So as you can see, the map is going to be
you have
cash.
No, Mike's cute. I mean, yeah, if Jaundice is attractive, Mike would be.
There we go. Let's get over the game. Let's put that over there. Here we go, as we're going into the knife round here, I think. So this will be the knifing for sides, and really whoever wins is going to get an early start into the rounds, as we know this map to be quite CT-sided. It kind of seems like a stalemate here, as nobody seems to be ready to push, and we're just kind of waiting for the knife round to get really underway. Oh, Vice goes down. I know Shinobi going down, actually. I thought it was Vice, but Vice just moved to the left there. And it seems like Mortality's in 1v2. Nope, Toy's going to go down, and that is Astral taking the CT side going into the first half. It's a really good thing for them, as they I think are placed as the underdog in the bets here, for them to take the first half as the CTs, try to get that early lead that might be able to push them into a win and into the winner bracket, like the #1 seed. Now we're just waiting for a couple players to ready up. Ruru is apparently not ready, and neither is FGB. You see FGB ready up now. Ruru the last one to ready up. CLG Ruru. Elevate Ruru. Damn, too soon. Just love the chat in these matches. So we're going to be seeing the pistol around. Oh, actually, let's turn on the auto director and not just look at one person the whole time. So here we see Whitmer, lock in hand. They're going for the full armor strat, it seems, other than Vice. Vice does tend to pick up more nades on the pistol round, as he feels that it's more his style, I guess, to not be taking the damage but be the heavy support. Would not have expected this much check chat in a pro game. Great spray coming in from FGB and Josh to kind of take this. Oh, 1-2 line up. Did he get sick? Josh getting 2 good shots as Ruru comes in to pick up the other 2 to clean it up. That is a quick round going over to Astral. Mortality just kind of did not have the ability to take anyone out there. They might have taken down 1. Let's go look at the death counts. Yes, they were able to take down FGB, but really the site was just too well guarded from those angles. And we see a kind of odd buy here from Astral. Half of them wanting to go with the early push into the lead, and the others wanting to go for an anti-eco, which the anti-eco seems to be more correct because we only see armor on Vice and Sick, two of the players who seem to play less with the armor on the first round. As we can see, push over towards A. As B actually, no, it was a rotate over to B. Whitmer goes through the vents. He almost shoots his teammate. And Foe gets one down. And Whitmer's able to take him out for it. And Whitmer, again, able to, with the help of his team, to take out two. Is the bomb going to be able to make it over to him? Oh, wait, no, the bomb is over at him. But just Ruru in this corner, just able to hold him out. Wait for Josh to come in on the rotate. Almost closed down Counter-Strike there accidentally, trying to get Steam to close all those windows. Just looks like a solid A push right here. And we hear the fire go down in mid, actually right above them on that boost spot to try to stop them from taking that. Again, they're on pistols, full eco here. We're not going to be seeing anything big come out of this, I don't think, as pistols don't really do that much in the pro leagues, especially when FGB and Josh just come in and clean it up. 3 for 1, 2 for the other. Big play here from Astral Authority. Already up 3, but this is the first gun round. We might be able to see Mortality take it back right here. Already a rather steady economy on Astral, other than this one player here. As we see, we're seeing like a triple stack onto boost through the fire. Gotta get that down. Ruru able to take down one before being traded out, but Vice taking down 2 quick frags in an easy trade, but he's down low. Another one goes down. 2 go down. Vice with a 3K so far, 9 HP, just super lit. Sick also at 8. We see them rotating into B. You see one player already there, but is he going to be quick enough to stop this? He almost goes down to the op on Whitmer, but Whitmer misses the shot a little bit and isn't able to fully take him down. Sick able to trade out 1, but now it's just one guy lit 24 versus 2 guys with 9 and 8. Flashes himself in, but Vice taking the 4K, big play, and he picks up the op for Whitmer. Excellent throw there with the op. And is that a Galil buy on the floor? Yes, that is a Galil buy for Shinobi from Whitmer to try to even out the economy of Mortality. The question is, are they able to take the second round and start to build up a little bit of an economy themselves? Sorry, had a bit of a problem there. We see one up on that box, the boost box, which can be quite dangerous. One over on the forklift able to take one down one, and FGB is unnoticed, and Josh and FTB just holding it on the site. Excellent placement every single round from these two. But really what I've noticed so far is, a lot of the frags are going this way. We don't see as much play from these two, as they just aren't in the right location at the right time. It's either it's Ruru, FGB, and Josh over here with all of the frags on the team, and Toy and Shinobi have yet to be able to make their plays work. Those two pretty much the anchor top frags of the Mortality side, the ones who will go big in later rounds. If they get to the later rounds. So far it seems there's just a double op setup over here on Astral, which is quite odd. Something I quite often see this on Cash now, where they play these two ops, so they have an op on either site, but it can just totally destroy economies, and I don't really understand why they keep doing it. Vice almost going down to the Molotov by I don't even know, Fox. Funny. No guns dropped over to this Mortality side, and they're just taking corners. One goes down. Shinobi in a great position to be unnoticed by these players, but Fox with an excellent shot on that from Moss to come in and take this defuse for them, putting it into a 5-1. It's not looking too hot for Mortality so far, just unable to really make the plays they need. Really, I think if Shinobi had a bit more health there, and maybe got one of those rifle drops, that round could have gone completely differently. Okay, second full gun round here for Mortality. They need to pick this one up and try to run with it, or they're going to be just totally behind going into the next half, as Astral's over halfway to the point that they need to be to have an excellent half. Oh, Shinobi getting flanked out, and then that's the call that they're in mid. They're going to rotate around, and this play is going to be to hold this vent and make sure that the rotate doesn't come in. Ruru in a bad spot, but he can't rotate out as he knows there's like 3 players on that side. He takes down one, the Molotov comes in, doesn't kill him, and Josh able to pick up one more, and now it's a 1v4 with Whitmer in the AK, and it's just not looking good with this headshot. This player in headshot foe right there. (6-1) Astral Authority. Really great play from this team, looking like they really want to take home that #1 seed going out of the Group C tournament. Both of these players are pretty much guaranteed a spot in the bracket stages, but it's really going to come down to whoever wins this on what seed they get. Foe able to get an excellent shot on the Sick, and just Astral, Foe, and Fox just going down the list, and I think Ruru got a kill in there somewhere, but it was just quick play, just 4 terrorists down, you know, in less time than it takes to name the first 3 letters of the alphabet. Just, you know, it's someone crazy like that. It's like 3 seconds and all of them are gone. Again, they're forced to play this AK by no op, but again, you don't see an op on either side. We see 2 AKs and 3 M4s over here, which is quite a lot of AKs for a CT side, but you know they're really good at holding. But 5 AKs over here. Shinobi flipping the sign on Fox there, not going to get flanked out this time. Sick able to take down 1, Sick able to take down 2. Actually, Toy able to take that guy down as Sick turns away too early, I think. Now it's just Foe rotating around, and Shinobi comes in. Actually, Sick was able to take down 2 of them. I just didn't notice his second kill coming in on the feed. It's an excellent economy over here on Astral with 2 players in the 5,000 even after buy. Actually, no, that's actually not. If Mortality can take this one home, they could run another round off of a save. But, you know, with how it's been going, it just seems like it's back and forth right now. Like 3-1, 4-1. What we don't want to see here from Mortality is another 5 rounds and then 1 or something like that. That would really put them into a bad spot. This time we do see the op over on the CT side, and that could be big, except that all of the T players are over by A, except who's that? That's Toy, all the way over in spawn, waiting on the rotate, noticing that these players like to push, and trying to capitalize on it. Just smoke spray by Ruru. And Fox just pushing through, right into the hands of Toy. Oh, Foe goes down to Toy, and he pulls out the flash and turns away at the wrong second and goes down. That's an even trade. Fox right there, picking up But it almost looked like those could have been 2 frags for him, but Ruru able to take down 1, Ruru able to take down 2, and Josh able to take down another, and it's 1v2. They might be able to get a plant here, but they're not going to be able to hold this off. There's just going to be flanks on all sides. Actually, he's not even going to be able to get the plant here as Ruru makes an excellent play to kill 3. 8-2 Astral. This is just not going Mortality's way right now. I feel this is a kind of common play with Mortality where it just takes them a while to warm up, to be able to get into that spot where they're just able to hit all of the frags they need. And this might be the warm-up time, but the question is, are they going to get warmed up before it's too late and they've already lost the game? It's a risky buy right here as they didn't get that plant. They're now on no economy, and if they don't get a plant here, they're not going to have any economy for the next round or 2. This is a key round. I would have actually saved here as we see Sick there with a Tech 9 and no nades. It would just be a safer play for them to let them have this round and not take that as Shinobi goes down with the AK. And there's another player right there ready to be taken down too. It's just not looking good on this push. This B side now has the rotate in. 4 players on B. This would be a point in time where that A player should probably try to push it out, but he's not. He's just kind of playing slow, and he goes down to that, and Whitmer again in the last man position, about to try to take that bomb and go somewhere, but he's going right into the hands of Fox. Actually able to take Fox down off of the corner peak there. These corner peaks go down to just the slightest bit of distance away from those walls to give you that advantage, and it seemed like he had the advantage right there. He's going to come out on sight, but is he going to notice foe? Just notice that M4 Knight is called King Arthur. Pretty good name. Name game on point. Oh, 2 kills. Fox getting 2 and Foe getting 2, and that's Fox getting the 3rd while blind, just firing that pistol into that corner, hoping to grab the Tech 9s. They're now up 10-2. This is not looking good for Mortality. As 10 is not an amount you should see on cash. You should probably see a 9 or an 8, not a 10. 10 is kind of the numbers you would want to see on Nuke to get into the starting bracket of being a win. But 2 for Mortality. Mortality really needs to win out here and hope to try to push it a little bit back, but it's not looking like they can grab any rounds. Actually, we see the op on Whitmer again, and Whitmer with that op has been proving to be quite dangerous on these rounds. So far, I think every round they've won, I think that op has been in his hand. Him and Vice up at the top frag position. Fox playing this aggressive vent play again. It's quite close, and Whitmer just holding this corner, just waiting for somebody to get overzealous and get that one shot. But Sick is the one to push out into the open arms of Fox right there. And Toy looks like he's about to... And Shinobi misses all of that spray. Fox probably shouldn't have been able to get that, but he does. Taking down a great player. And again, this boost spot just doesn't get checked. Whitmer gets 1. Can he get the ace? 2. This is getting crazy. Op montage. Nope. Josh is going to take him down right there. And there's an op for this CT side. And it's starting to become a prediction here where I said like they have 3 then 4, and I'm like if they don't want to get this 5, and they're 1 away and they're on a save. it looks like they're going to get that 5 in a row. And 1, the beauty of the universe. And 2, Mortality just needs to bring it back on that CT side. And if they lose pistol, it just doesn't look possible. Because they're going to already be down 12 going there. That's round 14 probably going to Astral right here, as they're now up a player and the other team doesn't have as many guns. You see two deagles which can make massive damage, except Whitmer just goes down to a beautiful shot by Ruru. FGB holding this corner, really solid play. Let's wait it out. Shinobi with the Galil. Oh, nice shot there, Shinobi, getting the best of FGB. But now before Josh then picks up 2 and almost the 3rd on that. Vice able to pick up the Galil and get 1, 2 with the Deeg. And now there's an AK in his hand. Is he able to make the play? But look at this, 40 seconds. They have basically a crossfire set up on this bomb. He is just not in a spot where he can easily get to this. And time is just going to tick, tick, tick. And this 2v1, if he can get that bomb and take out the rifle, oh, but right into the op, and there we go. The prediction was down 3, 4, 5. And here we go with the gun round. And Foe dropping all the guns, even though his team already has buys, showing off their just massive economy. In the American way, buying more guns. I just assume the teams are American. This is the, I believe, a North American bracket. I'm not sure. Fox with, again, this corner. Actually, Ruru getting the boost shot. It's a play that Mortality did not expect. Sick right here. Almost able to take down 1. He hits Foe for 59. Ruru on those quick peeks. We have 2 people playing Squeaky. They're like, we've played 1 Squeaky all the time, we lose. Let's try 2. Maybe that'll be the ticket. And it's looking like an A push. This op doesn't seem like it's going to be coming into play that much on Foe. As Toy rotates around from Squeaky, 3 people main. But look at this hold from Astral. We have 2 people right here and 1 on the quick rotate. Whitmer comes in with the op trying to shoot in, but he's going to get fired off. And that's Whitmer just shut out of this battle. And Vice and Toy making great plays right here, pushing it down to a 4v2. Actually, looks like Fox was about to take one down, but he just he sprays him down to 26. I think it was Vice he hit. Actually, no, Sick was already hit by the other player, FUB. But they have an op on one side. An op is not a great gun for pushing, and a flash comes down to get the rifle out of the way, and that looks like Mortality's round is. They're about to take this to a 12-3 half. I wonder if Mortality is just going to be... Here comes the next pistol. It's odd. It's going to be odd to see what strategy we see Mortality pull out here in an attempt to try to push a couple early rounds. Because if those early rounds don't come in, they're going to be shut out, and it's going to be like a 15-4 push towards the end, and it's just not going to look good for them. Looks like it's going to be a B push, but also looks like it's going to be a B stack. It looks like 4 players going over to B. No way that this could go. They're also pushing. And one goes down, but two go down there. Ruru taking up the two. And third one goes down to Josh. Shinobi picked up the third. Now it's a 2v2. But Shinobi hit down to 6. Shinobi goes down. It's a 1v... Oh my gosh, an amazing smoke. Shot to the smoke hits Vice down to 2. Must have been a dink. Actually, would it have been a dink? Because he doesn't have head armor. It might have been a chest shot. 50 to 2. It's a headshot to win the game right here, Vice. And Josh with a headshot. A little bit of overkill on a guy with only 2 HP, but great play there by Astral. And that's the 13-3. It just seems impossible. And Mortality has to buy here. As you see 2 scouts coming out, Shinobi and Toy, we see a bunch of CZs. Mortality is definitely a CZ team. You see a lot of there's a dispute between there's 2 types of teams in the world. There's the CZ teams and there's the Tech 9 teams. The Tech 9 teams are people like Fnatic who play that Tech 9 on the Olafmeister or the whole team and just rush through. JW, there are players who favor the CZ, but usually the teams are usually closer to agreement. And we always see these two CZs come out no matter what on Mortality on these save rounds to just try to get a gun. Whitmer, amazing play back there, picks up a gun for himself. Shinobi able to take one down. Ruru able to take 2 with that AK, but he's down to 4. This looks like it might be an excellent take by Mortality to try to bring it back. You don't expect the round after a loss to go towards that team, but it looks like it is, and when that happens, you know, anything could go. It could go either way now. You see, Whitmer, excellent play, hits one. Last guy 4 HP, picks up the Galil. It's a 2v1. Come on. Whitmer comes out, hits him down. He knows that's an AK. He's going to pick up the AK. He's going to throw the Galil to Sick. Sick still able to save the CZ. Whitmer picks up the M4. Not an AK player. So you see a kind of broken buy here from Mortality in an attempt to just try to make something happen. You need to make a run, and we're seeing another buy from Astral as it's Deagle Tech 9, AK P250 Tech 9, all with armor, and Ruru with nades out the wazoo. Just look at the economy. They didn't even get the plant there, and they're going for this. This is some play that could really lose them a lot of rounds, and really, if they allow Mortality to gain steam off of these... Oh my gosh, the 1D FGB. Excellent shot right there on that with that Deagle. Ruru with a great nade. Shinobi down, and Whitmer hit down to 22. Shinobi goes down through the smoke. They're just able to get these easy smoke shots with Foe, and now Fox is in main, and it's looking like Vice should try to save this AK, but he's not going to be able to. And Toy comes in to take down one, but it's just not going to happen. It's 4 people with guns knowing his position versus 1, and he's going to go try to save. What's going to happen here? He's going to grab this corner behind this pump-looking thing, I don't know, and he's going to get 1. And Foe looks like he's going to come right in here. He knows exactly the corner he's going to be playing. He knows he probably... Oh, and he goes down 2. That was a great play there by Toy. He needed to try to get those guns off, but look at it. It's 14-4. Amazing plays have to go down here. What we have to see here is a buy here from Mortality to try to break it again, break it even. And if they could get 4 players to survive, if Astral decides to play that game where they're going to be buying every round, Mortality has a chance to come back, and that is completely possible if you're in that position where it's the 14-4, where it's the 1 round push to push it to a tie, or the 2 round push to push it to win. You commonly see that, and we see 1 M4, an AK, and a FAMAS on this CT side. The FAMAS not able to hit all of his shots, and Whitmer almost goes down through that door. 5-7 in hand, as Ruru just comes up from behind, but goes down to Vice on a perfectly timed rotate. It's going to be an extra gun in the hands of Mortality. Now we see 2 AKs instead of just one. And it's looking like a solid B push. We have one guy on site, and he has like a FAMAS or an M4. I can't really tell. No, he's an AK. It's Toy. Toy gets 1. Josh gets 1. Toy almost gets 2 as they line up. But Fox is alone on site, and he's planting. And Vice able to take him down. We see 2 players as AKs come into Mortality hands. Wimmer with the M4. Vice with the AK. You see a buy up. And there it is. It's another buy. I think Mortality is keen on this now, and they're going to know that this isn't going to be a save round. That's why they look at them. They're not playing anti-eco. They're playing we're going to push this as far as we can, and they're playing all the rifles. They're doubling down right now. They need that tie. We're going down to 21 based off of nades or something. I can't really tell. Probably good fire. FGB able to take down Shinobi with that AK, but he's spotted out and taken. Actually, that's Josh spotted out. Vice almost goes down to the Deagle play. The Deagle on Fox. FGB hits 1, and Wimmer hits another. Now it's just Ruru. Ruru on a great position to take down this rifle. Sick just unable to hit the shot. If he had hit one of those, he could have totally gotten it. Will he push? That is the question. Because he could save this rifle and try to gain another push in the next round, but if he doesn't, that's going to be a save. It's going to be 2 saves in reality from Astral, which will put this into a round where it's 8-14, which is just that sliver of hope to be possible. But if you look at it, it's like it took 3 rounds for Mortality to get 1, then 4 rounds to get another. 3 rounds have gone by, the other team has 2. It's just, it will take incredible streaks in order to get this. And this is another odd buy here from Astral Authority, picking up the UMP versus a team that has full armor. He's able to hit Wimmer down to 9 with that, though. I think with the help of the pistols, and Shinobi down to 58, but Sick just comes in and picks up the easy 4, and Shinobi comes in and steals the ace. Right, Sick is right there with the MP9 or whatever, ready to just take them down, and that is an economic boost. Let's go look at Sick's just general money right now. He's not that rich, as he's just bought an M4, but seeing as he did just buy an M4 and I believe full nades, he's still pretty set. It looks like we're going to be seeing the monster just multi-boost coming out of here. That nade just hit 4 of them, full for the most. Hit him for 55. Smoke's gonna come down in mid right as the other one fades. It's gonna slow them down. But we see just so many players boosted up here. And Fox going into that A site. You see Shinobi in this position. If the call comes that one's down there, and then boom. Toy goes down. Actually, Toy doesn't go down to that. Toy takes one and does not go down to the double spray. Now they know kind of where all the players are, generally. Bomb goes down. One more on site. They should know he's forklift, but as that bomb, actually he didn't pick up the bomb, but he picked up something to give him away. Ruru with a great shot into the smoke. 1v2. He really needs to take this one home and just try to force Mortality into a spot where they've lost. But that smoke is not going to help as it got caught on the ladder. Sick can hear him. And has the perfect corner to take him. Great play there. Just playing it cool, just playing it calm. That's what they need. And we're not seeing the same economy boost that we saw for Astral's side, but look at this as it's again going to be one of those kind of save rounds, and that's going to push it to 9-14. without just taking people down, it's going to be a close one, I feel. It didn't look like it would be at all close going into that half. It looked like it was just Astral's game from the start. But seeing how they play on the CT side, they're just a little too ambitious. We see a solid play towards the ace site. Flashes come in, but the sprays come in, and they're just taking players down as left and right. As Whitmer takes down 2, as Shinobi took down 1. And look, FGB at 5 HP, Fox at 100. There goes Fox. He knows Whitmer's low. I mean, not... Well, yeah, he does know Whitmer's low. He hit him just there. Whitmer knows that FGB is low and just takes him down. Whitmer with a 4K. Crazy play right there. 9-14. Astral playing really good in these rounds where they're just taking like 3 mortality players with him on pistol. It's just not looking good so far. But this comeback it's starting to build, and that's the 5 they need there. So they need 4 and 2 to bring it to tie. Wait, no. Four and 2. Yep, 4 and 2. Did the math correctly. FGB on a great corner takes out Shinobi. Foe unable to take down Vice. Actually, is able to take down Vice as Vice comes back. And now they know B site's rather open, and that's going to be a fake over on A. But I don't know if Mortality's going to fall for it. Actually, is it going to be a fake on A? They now play 4 players towards mid as they take another one down, and this looks like it's going to be round 15 for Astral, taking this to the a series of game points. 1 for Whitmer, 2 Whitmer, great 3 Whitmer. Whitmer playing crazy on the op. That's where he comes in and says, "Hey Toy, can you back me up here? I'm just solo taking this team." And Toy comes in to try to back it up. It was just 1-1-1-1. Is he going to get the second 4K for the... As Foe misses a shot with that op and brings it to another 4K for Whitmer. Amazing play here from Mortality. They do not want to be shut down. They're saying, this game isn't over until you have 16 and we have less than that. This game isn't over until you have those points. And we're not just going to give them to you. But we're going to see buys every round now from... This is where it gets into trouble, where, you know, yes, you have economy to buy if you lose, but they also do every round. It's just a cycle. And even though they've now won 6 in a row, which is a longer streak than Astral got, but they've already given up to 2, and they have 1 more to give until they've lost. Astral just playing a lot slower than you would expect them to after those few rounds. Wilmer just saw one jump. I can't really tell. That's number 4. That's Ruru over there. Ruru gets hit by the nade. That's going to be the call that it's going to be an A push. 4 players come in. Whitmer gets 1 with the op. Don't even know where he is. Sick able to trade out 1, but then Shinobi goes down. Sick and Whitmer are able to take 1 and 2, and now it's just FGB up versus a 4-man. And Vice just sprays down Sick as FGB comes in and takes out Whitmer. Vice playing a new role called the Traitor. Just casually take down your teammates so they don't notice. It was just an unlucky run there. Sick ran through that smoke when he was expecting there to be a T there. Anyone could have done that. This looks like a fast B push. And they have a player in vent to stop it. And Toy just proves it. Oh, Toy doesn't prove it. He takes down 1, but doesn't take down the other. That's a fast push. And these fast pushes just allow them to just take and take. Look at all the positions they've gained. Whitmer goes down, and that's sick in the 1 position. 1v4. Not an op in his hand. Nothing crazy. He goes down. That's the round 15. But if you look at it, that is 7 in a row for Mortality. They really just need to pick up 4, and they could just do this. They could take it home right here. Because really, they're on the comeback tour. If they get into that, if they're in the overtime position as CTs, I feel that they could take the top 3 and leave Astral in the place to just try to retake it. Retake it in overtime 2. Toy, great spot here. Takes down 1. Doesn't get the other 2, but that's a call that this is B again. They had luck there once. I don't know why they didn't decide to stack more. Shinobi in the smoke, playing the ninja. Shinobi takes down 1, hits another one. Foe misses another shot. And Fox almost takes down another player, and now it's just 1. It's an op, and they have bomb. This is going to be an impossible push for this opper. He'll probably just try to save for this next minute, try to run it out. As Mortality is now going to take it to where, oh, the peak almost gets him, and now he's got an op in his hand. If you notice, the economy here is going to be slightly weaker. This is going to be going. If they can take this round, they're going to have a save round, and that's going to be 14-15, and then final round, who knows where that goes. But you know, that's a big if. It's if they take this round. It's not as big of an if you look. They have machine guns that are really powerful. P90 on Shinobi. I feel the P90 just fits Shinobi's playstyle, the kind of run and gun, just up in your face style that he likes to play. One that nobody ever expects. Big frags from him. He's kind of coming to the smoke, and he takes 1 down. And now he says, "Oh wait, there's 3 in mid. Can you get some back up there? Don't push it though." And as they fall back from mid, that means it's going to be, if they hear that vent broke, 2 vents, that is a B push. And since they already had a guy over close to B, they have like 3 players over by B, and now that they know there's 3 there, they're gonna just have all the corners. So it gets 1. Vice almost getting flashed. 1 underneath that smoke. Now it's a 1v3. They put it into a great position. They've been playing really good in the one-on-ones and the one-on-twos. Astral almost gets taken out by that op by Whitmer, and he's just like, nope, can't retake this. Got to run away. Got to keep my AK. As they know now that this is going to be a 2-man buy, and if he can keep that AK in his hand, that's going to be 3 people with AKs versus having 2. And when you can only have 2, you tend to save, but when you can have 3, you can try to. That was an odd spray. He did that running jump, and he tried to get it, but the AK just didn't, point where he wanted it to. The mistake I feel is now they're in that save round. They're unable to make a buy here. They want to save it for the next, for that 15 to 14 round. Oh my gosh. Toy Vice just able to take him mostly down. Nades coming in, just taking him low health. Now it's 2v5. And this means that Mortality is going to have full rifle buy craziness going into the next round. Unless this Tech 9 can just take one of them down. One of them goes down, Shinobi, in fact. Actually, 2 go down sick, and there's Vice saying, I'm not going to take losing 4 people to you. And your wonderful Rack 9. Oh, here comes the pause by Fox. He's saying, "Don't do this to me right now." Just he doesn't want the train to slow. I feel they're just having a bit of a strat talk right here, just saying, "Look, guys, this is the round. if we don't take it here, things don't look like they're going our way. As just based off of rounds in a row, okay, they're Josh's ping went to like incredibly high. I think that's in the hundreds right there. Let's look if, but a problem with this pause is giving Mortality time to think. And there's the Alp and Whitmer's hand. That could be the factor that takes this into an overtime. Look at these crazy frags here. Whitmer taking 29, Vice with 21. The other team having 3 players in the 20s, almost another one. It's just frags on both sides are insane. Shinobi taking a brunt of the damage, only staying alive 3 total rounds. He plays that aggressive style, and it can sometimes incredibly pay off. Like on Dust 2, where he's able to push through that long door and pick 3, and then that's a round for them. Shinobi flashed here. They see a firebomb go up onto a boost spot, and we have 2 people pushing into a Squeaky and 1 and 3 in main, and it's a quick push. They've been having great luck with these quick pushes. Shinobi almost goes down to a shot through the smoke. Actually, Ruru does take him down. Foe will take down 1. Whitmer, 1. Almost 2 right there as he almost caught the arm of which player was that? Player 3. That would have been Josh going down with the arm shot. Toy, great position to take 1 down as you don't expect to see one at that angle. 1 on the forklift. Goes down. Vice takes down 1. And 1 colors. Vice, yes! Taking 1 down. That's going to push it into a 15-15. Vice just spraying the dead body instead of defusing, giving Toy the MVP star. I don't know how ESEA does MVP stars. They just seem to take them away. We see a total of 3 on this team. This is probably going to be a quick ready going into this next half, as Mortality just doesn't want to let this go. They want to keep the momentum going, keep the hype alive. The adrenaline on both sides must be off the charts. Just every play feels like the world is resting on your shoulders. Once you get into this overtime, Astral looking at a victory that seemed assured, now slowly shifting over to being in flux. You know, Shinobi seemingly just standing here trying to figure out what he needs to do to try to not get. I guess he's either taking a break, probably going to the bathroom, or where he's trying to figure out how not to get killed 27 times in a half. Well, in 2 halves. Josh now readied up. That is 7 players ready. There's Vice getting those shots. This warm-up time is very useful, as it just allows the players to kind of goof off a little bit. Taking 1 down. He's taking 4 down in the from up here. Just excellent shots from both sides. Just it's a great match. Okay, Shinobi seems to be back. He just bought a gun. There's Whitmer readying. That's 2 more till the match gets underway. I assume that's got to be a Shinobi toy, maybe. Shinobi ready's up and now. Game should start any second now. Just waiting on one player. Let's flick through, see who's not ready. Toy is ready. It is Sick who's not ready, and there Sick goes, and this is about to start overtime on Cash, and we see Mortality now in the more favored position of being the CTs, but with $10,000 in your bank, you have basically two. If you're CT, you have 2 rounds to try to make things work. And if they don't, then the third round's the other team's, and you've lost the game. And there's just not really a way to come back from a 3-0 T victory. There's a chance. Like if you're CT, you can see it go into double overtimes because of both teams getting 3-0. But really, Foe with an excellent shot onto Whitmer. Shinobi looks like he's going to go for this counter boost that we saw earlier Astral did. And he's able to take one down before going down himself, so he almost did by that shot. Sick. Again, trading lots of health for kill, but now it's like look at this, just all of this ground open to the CTs, all of it, just all of it. And we see 2 people pushing into B, but Vice on that corner and Fox over here. Now Shinobi just spotted out the bomb over by B. That's going to mean that 2 people are going to be over in this B area. Can I... Auto director, can you not direct me to Fox, who doesn't seem to be doing anything other than throwing a bunch of nades? Yes, thank you. Bomb carrier. That's an important character to follow. FGB. 33 HP. We see Toy in the vents. Not looking at the right corner. Actually, just looking at the right corner. Almost takes down 2 with that flick from the vent. Vice almost gets taken out by Foe's op. And looks like 14 seconds. Foe's going to need to plant. And we see Sick and Toy. I actually didn't notice Toy still alive. Toy takes him down. That's going to be an op onto the CT side, free, and Toy is going to get the defuse. That's going to mean that for the rest of this half of overtime, we're going to see a buy from Mortality. And with the plant, we might see a buy every round from the T side as well. But look at Ruru and Fox, both in these 2,400 positions, and Foe at $100. That means with a plant, he's not going to be able to get a full buy, unless as he has that op both rounds, and he's just not going to make. Spot a wild Sick. Hey Sick. Gonna acknowledge chat there for a second. So far, it's just been a great comeback from Mortality. And excellent play from both sides, just really covering up both sides here. Whitmer with that op, dangerous. Flicks over into the wall, doesn't hit either of the other players, but now one of them gets hit for 75 and he's gone. He's like, nope, let's take this B. There's an op there. I don't like that. But Vice, again, in these great corners. And who's that? That's number 6. Toy over in the corner by the box. A place you rarely see played all the time in in pros, but like it's rarely played at all because it's predictable. But once you notice that something's predictable and never play it, nobody predicts it. So that could be a big play, a big flank right there. Nobody's gonna expect. With all these nades, it's looking like it's gonna be an A take, but then the bomb comes into B, and once they know the bomb's over there, that's going to be the full rotate coming in. And as I said, Toy gets 1, Shinobi gets 1, Sick goes down to a great spray by Josh, and the Shinobi looks like he's going to thistle him down. And then here's Fox going down. Excellent play there from Mortality. Look, 3 players still up. Perfect economy going into the last round of this half. Nothing is going to be too expensive for the CT side. They could buy the second up. Personally, I cannot wait for the bracket stages either, as things are going to get real, and I think those are best of 3s, and that's where Mortality shines. And 2 peak B right here. Fox getting hit in the leg with the op through the wall. Toy able to take one down. 3 go down. That looks like a round here for Astral, as it's now in this weird kind of 4v2. Shinobi takes out one. It's a 1v3. Sick comes in, takes one down. Now it's 100 health versus 40, but those are 2 AKs with 40 health. And he's gonna stick it, and he's gonna Sick with the double spray, insane. It's kind of one of those moments that, you know, everything lined up quite literally, like those 2 terrorists, and it just worked. Not even having to move the crosshair, it just allowed them to take that, and that's got to be Astral trying to think about things. They know they need to push 3 to get into another overtime for them to have a chance. That's for them to have literally any chance. Vice taking out Whitmer. Vice just on that traitorous role of just murdering all of his team, taking out Sick, I believe, earlier in the game, thinking he was a terrorist in a smoke. I just think you cannot stop Vice's bloodlust. Whitmer with the op. Now Mortality just has to make one of these rounds work in order to take the victory. And that's the exact opposite of what we were seeing earlier, where like Astral actually had that position where they were like, we have 4 rounds to figure out how to make this work, and if we don't, we're gonna lose. And that seems to be what's happening. Astral playing excellently on the original CT side, but now I think Mortality's kind of warmed up and have control of their guns 100%, and that's when they become most dangerous. Coming in, does he notice either of the players on B? Gets one down, notices the other. But are they going to call out that there's one on B? No. Foe, 2 op shots, goes down in the fire. Now it's Vice. Alone, goes down. That's 1 round for Astral, but they have so much more to figure out. Mortality probably, if they'd slowed that down, they might have been able to figure out that was a B push, but they don't really need to. They a time to be pushed, but you know they don't need to. They can take it right here. Yeah. So quick push into the mid by Shinobi. He's taken that vent position, but it looks like A might be where they decide to go. Actually, they seem to be going now over to B, as they get one down from Vice, taking out Fox. Shinobi just sees the flash, takes down another one. That's 2. That right there is Mortality's round, unless they solely mess this up, as there's 1 person on this site and 4 people pushing it. Foe takes 1, takes 2. That's the kind of play I was looking for from them, but Vice takes him down. That's not enough. And now we have 1 guy on the rotate flanking these other 2. They're going into vents. Toy takes him down. And Now we're going to look at Josh. Josh takes one down. Whitmer on the op takes him down. 19-16 Mortality. Excellent play there. Let's go back to the pregame screen. Update it with the new score. And there we go. That was a great match. Long one. Almost lost my voice there on a best of one. But it was just insane going from an impossible half there of 12-3 to a similar 12-3 comeback, losing the first and third round. It's an insane game. Once Mortality gets hot, they're just on fire. You can beat them in the dash, but you can't beat them in the marathon. See you guys next game in the bracket stages.